Hey guys, it's Drew again. The last few videos I've shown off a couple of different items and different cards from my Pee Wee Reese collection. Some of the oddball Pee Wee Reese cards I had was one video, and then another one showed off a display I made from an autograph book from back in the 40s. And I keep teasing about this other item and this other thing that I have in my collection. So I want to go ahead and do a video right now and show it off and just kind of get what you guys think. I think it's one of the coolest pieces of my collection because of what it is and where it came from. I made a special display for it, which after I show you the item or the items that go within the display, I'll show you the entire display together. So the display itself has three different items in it. One I have showed off a couple of times before, and that is the 1941 play ball Pee Wee Reese card, rookie. Again, if you haven't seen it before, it's a great card. Great image, young, the early 40s, still pre-war, right there, young Pee Wee Reese. I love this card. It's miscut, don't care, just love this card. But I've shown it before, we're not going to focus on this one. The other two items are not cards, and I don't show this side of my collection too much, but the first one is a beautiful autograph Pee Wee Reese baseball with a Hall of Fame logo. It is on a William White ball. It's got a little bit of toning, but just a great clear autograph. He had a great signature, easy to read. Just love it. This was a gift from my wife one year for Christmas, and I was absolutely blown away that she knew to go look for it, to take the time to find a great example of it, and absolutely love this autograph baseball. And then the final item, back if you watched the video where I talked about someone who had an autograph book and I got the cut page out of that autograph to make any other display, he also knew after I had bought that Pee Wee Reese autograph from him, knew I liked Pee Wee Reese. And he had come across an item and he reached out to me, and I live in Georgia, he lives up in New England, I think Massachusetts, and he came across a item and reached out to me and said, hey, I know you like Pee Wee Reese. I found this item. I was curious if you'd like to purchase it. Made me a great deal. Didn't know too much about it except for where it came from. So I said, yeah, I loved it. It was a great piece. I thought it was really cool. So we made a deal, sent it to me, and what it is a baseball bat. And it's Pee Wee Reese endorsed. You can see the Louisville Slugger on it. But there's a couple of condition issues on it. First, there's a crack. If I can show it, I don't know if you'll see it too well, but there it is. There's a crack in the handle, and the bigger issue, which is obvious when you look at it, is there's a hole in the handle. And but where this came from was this was actually just a cool piece. Apparently it came out of some kind of restaurant or a bar, and they had it as a display. They drilled a hole in it and it was screwed to a wall for years. So it was just kind of a cool antique baseball item. And you see a lot of endorsed sort of stuff with different names and people, but this is the only Pee Wee Reese thing I've seen, and I thought it was really neat. So we made a deal. He sent it to me. Just a really cool piece. Well, the cooler part about this was I am not a bat collector. In fact, this is the only bat I own. But I reached out to some people on Net54 and asked them about this bat. What could you tell me about it? And they asked for some pictures on some different things and found out the really, really cool story about this. That this bat was actually Pee Wee Reese's bat. This was a bat that he used. Now, this was not a game-used bat. What this was a coach's bat. And after he retired in 1959, for a few years, he became like a hitting instructor for the Los Angeles Dodgers, especially through spring training. And this was one of the bats that he had and possibly used. It's definitely got use. You can see a lot of markings on it. A lot of different wear. Of course, that could have been sitting up on a bar wall for decades. But anyway, this was actually a Pee Wee Reese issued bat that he was had as a coach, as a hitting coach for spring training for the Dodgers. And I just thought, how absolutely cool is that I ended up with a bat. Now it's got huge wear, there's cracks, the wood itself is actually chipping back there. But you know what? All that adds to the mystery of it, all that adds to the mystique of it. It just adds to this whole total coolness factor to me. But yeah, this is the item that I want to show off. So once I received this, I already had the card and I already had the ball. What I wanted to do was I wanted to make a certain display. And when I was first getting into woodworking, I came across a very beautiful piece of wood, and I thought this was exactly what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is go set everything back up on this display, talk about the display, how it is, where it is, and how it sits in my room. It's actually a display that you guys may have seen. It's in, if you ever go to my homepage on YouTube, it's a picture of this bat on this display, but nobody's ever asked about it, which is fine. But I want to show off the display and how it sits within the room and how it sort of became a focal point within the room. So let's go check it out. So this is where the bat and the display sits within one wall of display. You can see some of the cases and cards I have on display. And I want to kind of focus in on this. You can see the bat and the ball and the card all together. And what I did was I made a card stand for the rookie card and have that right in front of the hole on the bat so you can't see the hole in the bat. But this wood, if anybody's curious, is a combination of two different woods. These are the natural colors of the wood. The darker wood is walnut, which is my favorite wood to work with. And the lighter wood is called bird's eye maple. And it's just got this amazing color in it. All those little spots on it. It just has an aged look to it. It's not easy to find it as far as woodworking is concerned, to find it in great quantities. But I had this beautiful piece and decided to put this display together, and I think for me it just really highlights the vintagey look. But I really love this. Again, when people come in and they see the different parts of my room, they see the display. I've got it right next to one of my magazines here with Reese and Jackie, and some other cards as well, as you can see in the background. But the focus is this case, that beautiful bat that was actually used by Pee Wee Reese, as well as his rookie card and an autographed ball. So anyway, I appreciate you guys taking some time to watch this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below any special display that you guys may have or have put together that just has a great story to it. Let me know in the comments. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate all the support, and until next time, you guys be good.